to Seasonal Sweets and Sweets. I'm Amber.
I'm John.
And today we are continuing our fall theme, and we are reviewing Woodchuck's Fall Harvest, Just Like Apple Pie, hard cider.
And for dessert, we have apple spiced donuts.
They're baked donuts. Yeah. We've had some Woodchuck in the past, quite a few. This is a new one for us, though. I'm kind of excited to see.
Woodchuck has a few seasonal releases that they have throughout the year, and they seem to change every single year. We had
the pumpkin one before.
We had the pumpkin one last year, and we had the winter flavored one, which I liked. I don't think you did.
Yeah, I didn't like that one as much.
I think I like that a lot. The winter kind, but this is the fall kind.
It is.
So it says serve cold. Got that.
We put it in the freezer.
That
so
is real authentic.
It's real cold.
What's it called?
Dew.
No.
Condensation.
Condensation. Thank you. So yeah, it's 5% alcohol by volume, like I think all their ciders are.
Yeah.
It says, the fall harvest brings farmers and communities together to celebrate another year of fruitful labor. So funny, fruitful labor. It's a time of shorter days, cooler nights,
so long already,
and great apples. This cider has a complex and elegant character full of apple, cinnamon, and nutmeg, balanced with it sounds like a donuts.
It does.
And balanced out with a hint of American white oak, a true taste of the season, and that season is fall.
It is fall.
So what do we think? What do we think of the label?
I don't know yet. I haven't really given it a good look. So, got their little woodchuck on here, holding an apple. No surprise there.
Woodchucks, also known as beavers.
Sure. There's an apple tree, bushels of apples. It's fine. It's pretty. It looks like an apple picking farm.
So yeah, it looks the same as the orchard is the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
It looks like the same label, only with a apple tree in the background.
Yeah.
It might even always have that for all we know.
I could give it a 2.5-ish, maybe a 3. Maybe a 3. It's average, but it's nice to look at.
Just like apple pie is what it says.
Yeah, I love that. I really
typical Woodchuck label.
They aren't lying.
I think we're both fans of the stubby little bottle.
Sure.
Aren't we? Of the shape of the Woodchuck?
It's pretty nice, yeah. It's different than your average bottle. It differentiates itself.
Whoa, okay. I can already smell how apple pie-y it is.
Really? Really?
Now you don't have to worry about anything like a head on a hard cider, obviously.
Smells like carbonated apple pie.
Yeah. So it's a pale tan color?
I mean, it smells appley. But they all smell appley, don't they? I mean, there's this different to you.
Well, a cider smells, or a cider tastes like apples the same way that wine tastes like grapes.
Usually, ciders to me tend to be more like sour apple kind of taste.
Yeah, I always think of it sort of like a rotten apple smell, not like an off-putting smell, but like a mushy apple smell.
I mean, am I getting tired from this?
This is like a candy apple smell.
If I close my eyes, I can maybe picture the wafting smell of an apple pie on a window frame.
See, I'm getting more like Green Jolly Rancher.
Or that. Well, it is very like it kind of like punches you in the face. Soury kind of taste.
Somewhere between a Green Jolly Rancher and a packet of baked apple flavored Quaker instant oatmeal.
It's quite specific there. But let's see.
Mixed with cheap champagne.
Let's see how it tastes.
Let's go to taste.
Cheap champagne, yes. Yes, we love cheap champagne. Whoa, that is not what I thought it would be.
This is a roller coaster ride.
I was not anticipating that at all. Nutmeg, man.
Definite baked apple flavor.
Definitely. This is kind of fun. I mean, because you smell it and you're like, oh, it's going to be just another sour apple-ish kind of cider, but this is something different.
Yeah, this is definitely something different.
And oh god. How'd they do that? That's what I want to know.
How did they fit real apple pie flavor into this tiny bottle?
I mean, really.
Yeah, so it has some definite
how unusual.
apple spice.
You get major apple spice.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
But the first thing you taste just tastes like regular Woodchuck. I think we've said this before.
They're sneaky.
About Woodchuck
sneaky.
The first sip tastes like regular Woodchuck hard cider.
But then it
then it completely changes. Oh my god.
It really hits you. And it's kind of amazing because it's consistent. Because sometimes I feel like with these kind of fun flavored seasonal kind of things, I like the first sip. So I'm like, oh, it's something really pumpkin-y or it's something really fun. But then it loses it after a while. But 3 sips in, I have not lost the interesting apple pie spice flavor.
Yeah, it really...
I'm so pleasantly surprised by this.
Yeah, whenever it sits on your tongue, it develops into this really nice, spicy flavor that is really reminiscent of a apple dessert.
Apple
really
dumpling, maybe. I mean, if you have a hankering for pie, but you don't have the means to get it, pick this up instead, and you might feel like that's a suitable alternative for the time being. I was a little skeptical that this would just taste like Woodchuck with cinnamon, and it doesn't. It tastes like really well-developed flavors. I think it's the nutmeg that I'm really tasting, and it's really coming out. So this has ingredients on it, which hard ciders do. It says less than 1% of natural flavor, caramel color, so sad, sulfites, lightly carbonated, and naturally gluten-free. That's literally all it says. Sounds terrible. Why are we drinking this? Why? What's wrong with that? Besides the sulfites? Sulfites and caramel color. Well, we were just talking about cheap champagne. Less than 1%. Less than 90% sulfites. I know. It's like we expected it to be like real apples in here. Yeah, so this is kind of in the Alco Pop range of it's kind of more like a soda. It's a slow sip though. I feel like it's kind of similar to champagne where like you can't just guzzle it. It's not very well carbonated though. Actually, no, it's borderline still. But I still feel like it has a bite to it that makes it hard to drink like really quickly. Yeah, it definitely has good flavors. So let's go ahead and give this a rating. Oh my god. It's still happening. It's so surprising every time. It's great. This is more like it feels more like a Jones soda than it does like we're having a hard cider. Yeah, like right now, if you like didn't tell me what I was drinking, and you're like, surprise, it's apple pop, I'd be like, oh, please. Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily think of it. You would think, it's not, but it's not overly sweet. Also, I just want to say that. No, it's not. It's not overly sweet. So for I don't know. Well, let's just rate it as a hard cider. Give me a 4.5. No. Okay. Just because of the flavor and what they were able to do with it, at least it's not more run of the mill. I like that it has a little bit of a surprise element, at least to me. I like sort of more traditional ciders. Ciders with a little bit more boringness. No, I'm kidding. Ciders with a little bit more dryness to them, made a little bit more traditionally. Yeah, I'm not a dry cider. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5, but this is definitely a, go out and try it. Definitely try it. Because this is worth having at whatever, Halloween, fall harvest party, whatever you're going to have. Fall harvest party. Who has those? People who don't celebrate Halloween. I guess. So yeah. And it's definitely give it a try. It's gluten-free. Give it a try. And if especially. Yeah, For all you non-gluten people out there, this is a nice alternative so you don't have to feel awkward at a party when everyone else is drinking pumpkin beer and you can have this. Yeah, and what's nice is that if you are gluten-free, then this would be nice to change things up from the normal hard ciders, which is... Or if you just like more girly drinks sometimes, this has a nice flavor profile so you're not going to feel like really gross drinking this. There also seems to be a weird amount of legitimacy from having a Woodchuck. Oh, I remember in college, I felt better about drinking this than I did the other cheap beer that happened to be around. Right, or a Smirnoff Ice, which sometimes it kind of between Woodchuck. I felt more sophisticated in college drinking. Yeah, it has more legitimacy. I think the first time I ever even came across Woodchuck was at someone's random Halloween party when I was a sophomore. Or maybe a junior. Alright, anyway. Were you 21? I don't know. Alright. It's fine. Whatever. Before this goes any further, I say let's move on to the dessert. Yeah. Alright, donuts coming soon. Okay, and we're back with our donuts. Here are the apple spice donuts that we made. These are baked. Here, we'll bring them closer. Ooh. So, look at the texture on those babies. Yeah. So,
This is made with a relatively simple donut batter, which we will link in the description. You need a donut pan to make these. So it has some flour, sugar, some spices in it. Then you add a half cup of apple cider.
Yeah.
And now this is
you add some milk too.
Right, and so by apple cider, that word at least here always connotates a apple juice that is not filtered and is opaque and tart, made from pressed apples rather than juiced apples. Sometimes that's worth mentioning because a lot of people say apple cider and they mean
juice.
Yeah, and they think something that's just juice, or cider. You know, in the UK just means something with alcohol in it.
Oh, okay.
Like
so we're talking non-alcoholic.
Yeah, so we're talking about a sweet cider is also what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's opaque. As Ned Flanders on The Simpsons said, clear and yellow. Wait, clear clear and yellow. You got juice there, fellow. Opaque and brown, you're in cider town. So anyway, you put a half cup of that into the batter.
Wonderful way of remembering it.
Some milk, some eggs. Then we piped it into our dish.
The batter itself is a little more liquidy than you might think it should be. Because like we made donuts in the past, baked donuts that were not this runny of a batter, I guess. But it worked out.
So then at the very end, after we baked them.
You bake them for we baked those for 14-ish minutes.
It took about 14 minutes. The recipe says 10 to 12.
8 to 10.
Oh, 8 to 10?
Yeah, that seems low. For my oven, anyway.
That's typically how this works.
Yours may be
so
different.
then you brush them with butter and you roll them in cinnamon and sugar.
And cinnamon.
And, well, brown sugar, white sugar, and cinnamon.
Yeah. Alright, so.
Alright, let's try it. They're really light.
I really like the topping. I think that gives it a little something. But now, I do wish the apple came through just a little bit more. But I think if I keep eating it, maybe I'll taste it a bit more.
I think that this batter is bland enough that the apple cider shows through. Maybe you could adjust the recipe, maybe add a little less milk and a little bit more apple cider. I think that would be great.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're real fluffy, which is good.
They are. The texture actually is really nice. And when you like dip them in the topping, it gives it a nice like heaviness. Well, not heaviness, but I mean they're light to eat. But I like the texture. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but.
I don't know either. Anyway, they're good. Now remember, they're baked donuts. So they're not exactly like the donuts you have at the store. But what's nice is that even though they're baked, they're different. Like it's like a recipe that's trying to be different rather than just the same as a fried donut, only baked. So that makes them like something creative to try. It makes it something worth eating, while baked donuts normally like, I wish I had a real donut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like these. These are nice.
It should be an awesome treat to bring to your party.
Or for breakfast.
For your breakfast party.
Sure.
Ladies having a having a wedding shower for the fall or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Sure. You also want to eat donuts? I don't know. All right.
I mean.
So anyway.
That sounds like the perfect shower to me.
What would you rate them?
I think I'd probably give them a solid 3.5 out of 5.
I completely agree. This dough feels like it's really made for a recipe like this. Like, sometimes we've made them before and they kind of taste like pancakes almost, but these don't. These taste really good.
Or that the texture was off. I think we baked them just enough, and I like that they have a little, like they're moist. Yeah. They're not like rubbery.
If you want to see more of the donut recipes, we did most of those in the spring season.
Yeah, we did a lot of strawberry donuts.
We did 2 different strawberry kinds of donuts, and we were so-so on both of them. Anyway, these are great.
Yeah.
Give them a try. The recipe's in the description.
Yeah.
Alright, so until next time,
Alright.
tell your friends, and we'll see you next week.
Happy fall, y'all!